It's 12 o'clock in the morning and I need to be awake in 4 hours. Let's go.
Ever since the day that you went away, you've been sending flowers to me, flowers today, flowers.
Hey guys, welcome and welcome to A Glimpse Into My Life. My name is Danielle and I make commentary and lifestyle videos about whatever I want to. And welcome back to my channel. Today's video, as you could tell from the title, is an admission decisions reaction video, except I'm gonna make it extra and talk, which is why I have to be filming this. Please ignore the background. I couldn't bother to clean it or like tidy it up. Oh, I'm so tired. So the first university to get back to me was Ryerson. I actually applied to Ryerson because I was very nervous about the universities that I had actually wanted to go to rejecting me, and I noticed that Ryerson had a relatively high acceptance rate, at least from what Google says, if it's trustworthy or not. So I decided to just chuck it in at the last minute as some type of last resort. Throughout the process itself, I began to feel more drawn to Ryerson, especially because they were treating me so nice and they were like communicating a lot and extending a helpful hand in many different things that I really needed help in or guidance in, and I really appreciated it. So more and more I wanted to go to their university. So I guess that was Ryerson's little redemption arc in my main character story. The only reason why I don't think I would go to it now, or the only reason why it's not one of my top choices still, despite all of that what I just said, if it was just that, it would probably be at my top because they're the ones that I feel like have been the nicest to me. But it doesn't have the programs that I really want to do that the other universities have. So yeah. Okay, so I was just about to start my homework and I saw an email that says admissions decision available. So this will depend, or this will influence if the quality of my homework is terrible or not for today. Oh my gosh, the whole of me is breaking into a cold sweat. Oh my gosh, it does not feel good. That's great. Oh my god. Wow. And I was so worried. I was so worried because UOFT has the lowest acceptance rate out of all the schools that I applied to in Canada. So the next university to get back to me was UTM, and I was actually very surprised that I got into this one because I wasn't expecting to get into this one. So I applied to UTM because my friends applied to UTM. Because my friends go to UTM. So yes, that's why I applied. For the longest while, it was my #1 school because I said my friends go there, or I have very close friends that go there. So it was the top school And then as I started to do more research, my opinion changed, and it was still one of my tops. It was still an option until I got the acceptance letter and I saw the estimated tuition fees, and I was like, hell no. Hell no. Hey. I already saw this one, which is why I haven't gone for my mic or anything. I'll just read it. I didn't plan to see it. I didn't know it was there. And they don't send like a notification to check your portal so you can see if you got called. It just has the email that has the offer. So yay, I got an offer to UA. I applied to UA because, like, what if I didn't get into any of my other schools and I'm stuck because I have nowhere to go, and you know, blah blah blah. I probably could have worked something out, but UA was a Jamaican university. It was just supposed to be a backup. Yes, I would go because I was looking at their linguistics program and I actually really enjoy the little outline that they gave on the website, especially the parts dedicated to Jamaican Creole English. Oh my gosh, I want to learn about patois and the evolution of patois so bad. I don't have to study it as in university as a major or anything like that. I just want to have the information in my head and get it in some way. It doesn't have to be school, but if I can get it through school, like, yes, I want that. And being as the linguistics courses for the other universities are Canadian, I don't think Jamaican patois is going to be on the outline. Just a hunch. So UE definitely has the upper hand in that regard. Hey, so it happened again where I just like scroll down, like drag down my notification bar, and I see you've been offered admissions to blah blah blah. You know, I was losing faith. I was losing faith that York and Waterloo just say, you know what, she can go on. Don't need her. With how long they were taking to respond. But yes! You've been offered admission to York University. Okay, so because of that, and since I'm filming right now, I'm just gonna check on Waterloo to see if anything's there. No, I had fully convinced myself that I hadn't gotten in to York and Waterloo, so seeing this is like, okay. I was preparing for the worst. I was preparing for rejection. I really was. I actually looked at Waterloo pretty recently, and there was nothing there, so don't really expect anything to be there now. And it was today. It was sent today. Oh my god. Oh my god. So why York and Waterloo decided they're gonna answer me today? The way how my fan is on, I'm using my earphones as a microphone. I did not set up at all. The next universities to reach out to me were York University and University of Waterloo, which are my top two choices. I originally started checking out York University because my friend goes to York University. A close friend of mine goes to York University. So that's why I started to check it out. And after a while, I think it went up to my number one choice. And this was before I even applied on OUAC. When I first started to research Canadian schools in general, because UFT was the first one that I was told about. It was at the number one, and that's where my friends wanted to go, so it was the number one. And then York University came into picture because one of my other friends ended up going there, and when I started to research both of them in more depth and stuff like that, York ended up overtaking UFT in my personal ranking. I applied to 2 programs at York University because I did not trust myself to get into one. So because it was my number one school, when I applied to on OUAC, I was like, I can't chance it. And what if I don't get in? What if I don't get in? Then, as I was coming to a close with my research on Canadian universities and I wanted to finally put in my OUAC application, I don't know, I genuinely can't remember how I stumbled across what Waterloo and stuff like that. I guess I was finally like, I knew about University of Waterloo, but I'd never given it a second look before. And I guess I was just going over all my universities in close proximity, or in Toronto, I guess, that had any semblance of what I wanted to do. I was just looking over everything again, trying to make sure that if this is the decision that I'm going to make, if this is what I'm going to apply to, then, just take a second look. So in this last and final look, Waterloo caught my eye and it went up to my number 2 school by the time I was applying to OUAC. And then I wanted to do linguistics, but then I saw honors arts and I was like, it was like, you don't have to choose right away and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, I'll just apply to that. Well, I applied, and then after I applied, I continued finding out the different things about the schools, and then I found out about social development studies, and I fell in love. Now Waterloo is my number 1 school, and I really want to go there simply because of social development studies. And that's my story, and those were my reactions. And yeah, so thank you for watching this video. If you've made it to the end of this video, and if you are currently waiting for your decisions to be out, I really wish you the best of luck. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'm so tired. Bye.